We have OG Anunoby.
Yeah.
I mean, Anunoby is so good on defense, and we're sitting here now at number 13 already. He is the guy that we have. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We have him 4th among all perimeter defenders now.
Yeah.
So we are, or no, 5th. I'm sorry. So we are very, very high on OG in terms of what he brings to the table. This is another guy that is just, I think I would argue that he is, along with maybe 2 other guys, but really probably, I don't know. He might be the most switchable player in the league to me.
Okay.
I think is what I would say. Just in terms of being able to take matchups, like he will take Joel Embiid in the playoffs, like in 2024, right? And be able to guard him and be able to disrupt him and have no issues. And then he will take guards and there's just no issue. I think what I want to talk about with him is just the economy of movement almost. He is, in my opinion, it's the footwork for being as big as he is, for being 6'7" with like a 7'2" wingspan and being 230 pounds or whatever he's listed at. His feet are so smooth in how they move. It's so fluid. Like he feels like he almost never puts a step out of position to me. It's like he's never kind of out of like rhythm in any way. It's all very synchronistic in how it moves, like defensively, and how the feet move defensively. And that's really, to me, what makes him so switchable. That's why he's able to take on these different defensive assignments. Is there is a case, along with guys like Bam, probably like Amen, probably like Draymond Green, but I think with him it's almost like more smooth and like it looks more aesthetically pleasing maybe to my eye. The intersection of being like crazy strong with also being incredibly fluid with his footwork in terms of being able to stay in front of guys and being able to move laterally.
So I agree with all of that, but where I want to go with OG is the scouting report aspect of it. Because whenever you said he's one of a few guys that I thought you were going to go to this. I watched this play out in the playoffs, and it was so impressive that he was just destroying the Pistons' set actions. He just knew the scout. He knew what was coming, and he didn't just take it away. He turned it into disruption. Like, again, I have like set notes here that, set action. Detroit tries to run it 3-minute mark in the second quarter. He didn't just take it away, but he stole the ball and scored in transition. They come after timeout action and he takes it away. He was just destroying possession after possession. And the thing was, not all did end up in turnover. So again, these are things that go beyond the box score, that when you really watch the intricacies of a game, it's like, okay, he knows he's coming off a flare here. I'm going to switch this out and I'm going to steal that lob. But also just like, okay, I'm going to step over here and I'm going to get a bump on this guy coming off the screen to make sure he's not curling in for a catch and finish. His physicality, his ability to play at the point of attack, along with all of the off the ball disruption and impact. OG was a guy that I was not familiar with this level of defensive prowess to start the year. And as the year went on and I got more and more frustrated with a different wing in New York, I started to really respect the ability of Anunoby.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so glad you brought up the scouting, because that's not even the guy I was going to talk about with that. I agree with that totally. Like I think part of what makes him so economical with his movements is that he does have that ability to just kind of stay in front of his man, because he knows where his man is going all the time. Like he really has a great sense of like the tendencies of what his man is going to try and do. Like it does feel like he almost beats his opposition player to the spot.
Yep.
More often than what you expect almost for somebody that's like as big and long and strong as he is. Again, like he has that, I bring up the idea of like the teleportative quality. It does feel like he just like kind of teleports into that spot, but like with him, it's all in one smooth motion. Like it is just so economical in terms of the movement pattern that like I adore watching it. Like I think that, you know, in terms of like aesthetically pleasing defenders, like I don't even know that I would consider this is like crazy to say because he's obviously extremely disruptive in passing lanes and covers ground. Like we haven't even talked about the off ball defense yet. We'll get there in a second, but he is disruptive, but it feels like less disruptive somehow to me because all of the movement patterns are so quiet. They are like, he doesn't move as violently as other players. And yet he still gets home all the time. Like he still gets home every single freaking time that he has to get home. Like whenever he's trying to jump a passing lane, right? Like, you know, this is a guy that's led the NBA in steals before. Like he is, you know, averaged 1.5 steals and 0.9 blocks per game this year. Like he is a real weak side rim protector as well. Like playing the 4 for them. He's constantly available. He is so big that it's hard to go through his chest, and he's very good at being able to retreat whenever he's using his length in weak side rim rotations, right? Like he's an excellent low man because he can guard 1-on-2 on the backside in an elite level. And he just like completely understands, okay, my guy, you know, if I'm the low man here and I'm guarding in the corner and I am responsible for the man on the wing and the man in the corner, he positions himself perfectly in between those two and makes it exceptionally difficult to be able to hit for, you know, the guard to be able to manipulate him because he's so long and so athletic. I think honestly, like I wonder if he's too low for us. The more I think about it, it is weird that he's only made one all defense team. I had him all defense this year. To be completely transparent, I understand why he didn't make it. The Knicks like completely fell off a cliff defensively, like at the midpoint of the year, but I think he like really held up that defense this season and like got them to the point where they were even league average. And I think that like quiet economical movement pattern and the fact that he's just like a quiet dude, right, kind of understates the impact a little bit. Like you watch Jalen Suggs, it's very like violent. Like everything is so energetic. It's so, you know, you feel his presence with his energy. With Lou Dort, like you're watching him on the ball constantly. Yeah, because he's taking on every single difficult matchup. Toumani Camara takes charges like every game, it feels like. But with OG, it's just very like it is almost like a quieter defensive game that still is just like immensely valuable.
Yeah. And what's crazy is for it being that way, he's so physical. Like he's a physical presence, you know, like, and when we talk about like how different of how
he will get his chest into you and bump you like off the ball.
It's what's amazing as we go through this list. I hadn't thought about it as much where again, a lot of the same archetypes of players in terms of versatile on and off the ball impacts. I know there's a couple that aren't quite the same, some level of disruption, but just like the different levels of athletes. Like you compare OG Anunoby to Jaden McDaniel's body type, and it's like vastly different types of bodies. And it's kind of fun that you see the levels of success they can hit, even though they are built completely different. Or pretty different. And again, like I mentioned, like, you know, Asar with the elite level overall, like twitch and athleticism. But yeah, OG, it's funny you say that because I had it in my notes. I essentially apologized to OG on my Substack for not voting him all defensive team after watching some of the playoff games. And then it's like, man, did I undervalue him again, you know, 3 months later when we're doing this? I don't think 13 is disrespectful to anybody whenever we're doing this. And we have mentioned that there's a little bit of a tier here throughout this entire episode. I think it would be hard to break him into next episode, but should he have finished this episode or been right at the top? I think it's a fair question.
Yeah. So we have him as like the 5th best perimeter defender in the league. We have 8 bigs above him. Once you get into the top like 25, realistically, top 20, maybe, you're fighting for all defense every year because at the end of the day, like guys are going to get hurt.
Yeah.
And like Anunoby this year. Anunoby's one of them. Unfortunately, that's why he's only made one all defense team. You know, since 2021, 43 games, 48 games, 67 games, 50 games, 74 games, right? So like, you know, based on current criteria, has only been eligible for all defense even 2 years. But, you know, this year I thought he should have made it.
Yeah.
Like I thought he was awesome on that end.